turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Anxiety mounts as gunmen burn High Court in Imo State. Now, gunmen have burnt the Oguta High Court located in the Oguta local government area of Imo State. From the available information, the gunmen arrived around 11:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 12th, and attacked the facility which is located inside the local government headquarters. Now, reports added that Magistrate Court Registry, IP Court Record Office, File Room, Secretary to the High Court Judge's Office, Office of the High Court Bailiff were burnt while the Chamber of High Court Judge was partly razed. The whole of the block has cracked and no reasonable human being will ever near the facility, that's according to eyewitness. Meanwhile, the sole administrator of the Oguta LGA, Ofili Joma, has confirmed the attack. He added that the action had been reported to security agents. The sole administrator gave assurance that investigations would be launched to unravel the faces of the attackers. While this latest attack came about 10 days after the judge in charge of Ejemekuru Customary Court, Nnemeka Uboma, was murdered while presiding over a court session. The gunmen invaded the court premises, dragged the judge out while the court was in session, and shot him dead. Eyewitnesses said gunmen who came on motorbikes shot sporadically as the people fled the scene. Of course, we reported it. And so, this is in Oguta, local government area of Imo State. That is, we're talking about the razing down or the burning of some infrastructure by some persons. The government said they are unknown. But being that as it may, we are condemning the activities of people who are, terrorizing the public. Yes, particularly the death of the judge, Obama. We condemned it in its entirety. But what are we not talking about? We have said it, that there are people who are creating the atmosphere of insecurity in the Southeast, and the Imo State in particular, and they are state actors. Government has done nothing, or even little, if I have to give credit at all, little, to stop it. And so that is why the people are facing this kind of existential threats. The first is the president of Nigeria, who is there in Abuja, causing trouble in the Southeast region. You ask me how? When the court of competent jurisdiction has given directive, you as the president of the country, you refuse to obey to the directive or the order of the court. What do you expect? It's not chaos that will ultimately lead to anarchy. Yes, that's what you are trying to bring into the entire atmosphere. The atmosphere of anarchy. People can take laws into their hands. That is it. And do whatever they like. Because the president is reckless. The leader of the country, who's supposed to be the custodian of the constitution, of the laws of the land, is, in flagrant disrespect and disobedience to the laws of the land. What do you expect the citizens to do? All right? So, and now coming to the collaborators in the Southeast, those who are collaborating with the president who is in Abuja, orchestrating violence by his actions and inactions. Those people are here in the Southeast, aiding and abetting these things happening. So there are people who are benefiting from this insecurity, and they are state actors, and that's what we are saying. Nigeria is in double jeopardy. Nigeria is in abyss, in tatters, because it has gone to the point that the so-called state actors are now using insecurity to amass wealth, to make more money. That is it. And even to the point of winning elections, to the point of attacking their opponents, opposition, the politicians. So when you see this kind of situation of people who are taking laws to their hands, burning buildings and infrastructure, we have seen it, and we have said, look, this is the problem. Don't treat the symptoms. Go to the root. when you see the boys moving around, we're not actually condoning or trying to accommodate what they're doing. No. What we are saying is this. There are people who are causing these things. If they stop their recklessness, they are disobedient to the rule of law, all these things will come to an end completely. A court of competent jurisdiction have asked, release this man. The government said no. They will not release the leader of the IPOB because of hatred and their pecuniary interest. Yes. If not, that you have hate innate in you, and because you have vested interest or pecuniary gains you want to make out of the whole brouhaha, you wouldn't have, rejected outrightly the court judgment that directed for the release of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. Not only that, but pay due compensation. We're not talking about the order or the verdict of the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights that said the same thing as the appellate court, faulting the government of Nigeria and that of Kenya for the abracadabra they did in Kenya, and demanded for due compensation to the leader of the IPOB. So when you have negated all these things, what do you expect? Don't mind these people. These political Ediabanese, they are the problem in the Southeast. So, but they want to paint IPOB black. Yes, that's why all these happenings, this criminality, we will never condone it and said we approve for people to be killed, innocent persons. No, we'll never condone it. But what we are saying is those who are responsible should be held accountable, because we know those who are responsible. So Nigerians should understand this. Biafrans should understand this. So let no one be deceived into believing that the IPOB, what's interested in IPOB in the document, file document. It is them, the political Diabanese. IPOB has no interest in the file document in the court. What's the business there? IPOB is advocating for a referendum, for the restoration of Biafra, and that they have said they will continue. They said it's sacrosanct. The agitation is sacrosanct. It's continued because nothing will stop the agitation. It has come to stay until the restoration of the Biafran Republic. That is it. And so we have said it. People should not allow themselves to be vulnerable to the antics of the looters, political Diabanese, those urchins. Yes, even those in Abuja, in Aso Rock, deceiving Nigerians. So their time is almost coming to an end, as they have just few months now to leave office, and so many things will be exposed. Yes, it is starting to happen. Yes, we have been seeing it, and so as the days comes by, we're beginning to see more of this exposure, of the rot, of the evil atrocities the government have committed.